Hey YouTube, Tony here with the Build and Grow 21 channel. And as we think about 21 and 21st century, 2021 is gone, but 2022 is here. And I cleared out a lot of the old growth on this side of the lawn in the backyard over the summer and fall. All the elderberry went away, the blackberry, the vine that I had for a grape, a couple of them actually, and then there just hasn't been anything growing on it back there facing north for a long time. As you see, we're thawing out of a snow here, and as I lost a butterfly bush, there's a big bush here last week due to snow. Just after years and years, I've done a good job of pruning it, but it was nice, great, big and tall, way up there, and it got bowled over, split with the snow, so I just pulled it out, and we'll try to figure out what we've got going on here. This collection of fruit trees and bushes. We're going to reestablish our sets of tomatoes here and gardens, and then we're going to reestablish an asparagus bed here. Kiwi still coming along, and a peach and a blueberry. But as I come in and I think about what needs to be done, we look at food production, we look at food security, we look at habitat provision for animals. Potatoes are coming back. So this past weekend was a weekend of planning and ordering for the spring. It's not too late. I'll have a lot of information as we go forward in this video, but I just wanted to start out by saying and prefacing this video with this is what we've got left now on this part of the yard. This is north in that direction, and what I want to do is create a Suntrap garden, right? Big U shape that's going to go from here to here and open out that way facing south. Okay, so I've got a number of plants identified for putting in here, and this whole area now will be better spread out because I didn't do it right the first time 12 years ago or 10 years ago, but we're going to spread it out. Big U, and have a lot of taller fruit and nut trees back here, tapering off the bushes, adding more blueberry, and then a variety of different vegetable and flower gardens in here. I'll show you what I mean with these next few slides. But the idea again is, I've already warned that if you don't take charge of your own table, somebody's going to reset it for you. And in order to aid my efforts to prevent that, I'm going to reset my backyard so I can reset my own table and be enjoying what I want when I see fit to have it. Here's a picture from 12 years ago that shows the backyard when it was flat and almost barren except for a couple of little gardens, and my family was little and my dog was young. Then we move into what it looked like after put in rows of elderberry plants, and then put some grape and blackberry and raspberry around there. Moving onward over the years, they grew up really nicely and filled out a patch of land that otherwise was barren, as you saw earlier, until it became quite busy and quite productive as well. It got to the point where elderberry were so productive that we ended up making elderberry wine one year and still have a lot of bottles stored over from that. And then getting into what things look like now, I had to work to really tear everything out of the ground that wasn't growing well and start from scratch again. I left the mounds, the hugel mounds, the swells in place so that we can build a Suntrap garden, a U-shaped garden that's facing south. Now in this picture the view is facing west, so the U would open up to the left here. in this picture, and we'll leave the basic outline like it is. But what a Suntrap garden really should look like is this image here, where the sun beats down on a yard and it is a bit trapped before escaping again by layers and layers of trees and bushes and plants and animals and fauna, flora. The basic design, I had this idea a long time ago from Toby Hemingway's book, Gaia's Garden. However, I never really put it into fruition. When I first put in the swales, I didn't put them in the right way to make a good U-shaped garden. But now, with much more knowledge and experience of swales behind me, I hope to do minor hugel mounds and little ditches on contour around to help make the U shape, and then to keep water and moisture in the ground and soaking in and keeping things fertile, as well as, again, trapping the sun as best as possible. So the area of land I'm looking to work with is about, what are we looking at here? Maybe not quite 160 square feet, something like that. 33 feet by 23 feet, and then 18 on one side and 28 on another. It makes a nice rectangle. We'll turn it into a U, and in this U, let's see, the big shiny blue ball there on the left is the sun, if you see the sun in the blue ball. And it's anticipated that this garden will face that way. With in the back we'll have filberts, your hazelnuts. We'll have a pomegranate or two. We will have currants, peach trees, pears, blueberry, raspberry, and a variety of vegetable gardens, all spread in a U. Now, the way that I became in tune with this line of thinking was from the various vendors I've been using over the years, and they're going to be very helpful this year. I display a lot of them on my website in older posts related to food forests, and this is on YouTube as well. If you go and search for food forests on my YouTube channel, Build and Grow 21, search for food forest, you'll find other videos related to building a food forest or what the food forest looks like when it's in action. So, on to my partners. Couldn't do this alone. No garden is able to thrive just on its own. So, over the years, I've reached out to Willis Orchard for fruit tree supplies, and this year they're providing pomegranate and filberts. Norse Farms from Massachusetts has been a mainstay in the backyard with their berries and strawberries and asparagus over the years. And this year we're increasing our berry and asparagus production, and we've ordered more from there. Again, nothing gets started without your basic, tomato and vegetable garden, and that's all because of Southern Exposure Seed Exchange in Mineral, Virginia, who's been my main supplier of seeds as I need them throughout the years. And as you go ahead and you turn the pages on these catalogs or on websites and you make your orders, and if you have any issues, you have a place to go to. And I want to tell you, why me? Very shortly. I've been doing this for a long time. I want to make it easy for other people. I think I've got a lot of shortcuts to get good productive gardening underway without making too many mistakes over time. So, as contacts come in, always available. Feel free to reach out, Tony Teolis, and contact me on the tonyteolis.com website. I wish you luck in 2022. I wish us luck in 22 with a